Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the life and legacy of one of the greatest comedians of all time, George Carlin. If you've ever heard a joke that made you wonder about something or listened to a comedian push the boundaries of free speech, there's a good chance they were influenced by Carlin. So pop some popcorn, get comfortable, and let's dive deep into the man, the myth, the legend, George Carlin. George Dennis Patrick Carlin was born on May 12th, 1937, in New York City. His Irish Catholic parents and his part-time acting dad, who was an advertising manager. But life wasn't a walk in the park for little George. His parents split when he was 2 months old, and he lived with his mom. At 16, he was kicked out of high school and joined the US Air Force. Yep, George Carlin. GI. Can you see it? Carlin worked as a radar technician during his time in the Air Force, but also started experimenting with radio work as a DJ. That's where he first formed his love of language and stage presence. And let's be real, George Carlin and the military, not the best match possible. He was discharged after 3 years for being, shall we say, not the most obedient soldier. But hey, the world of comedy is forever grateful to whoever made that choice. After the military, Carlin transitioned into radio and comedy. He teamed up with another comedian, Jack Burns, and they formed a duo known as Burns and Carlin. They were very good, but after a few years, Carlin went out on his own, and that's when it really took off. Initially, he had this clean-cut suit and tie look, and he was performing on big shows like The Ed Sullivan Show and The Tonight Show. But beneath, Carlin was eager to escape that mainstream structure. And free he broke. By the late 1960s, Carlin completely transformed his image. He grew his hair long, ditched the suit for jeans, and started talking about topics most comedians wouldn't dare touch: religion, politics, and naturally language. His 1972 album was a commercial success and even won a Grammy. But it was his second album that really stirred things up. Now, let's talk about the bit that made George Carlin a household name, and also got him into quite a lot of trouble. It's called, here, Carlin humorously dissected 7 words that were prohibited from airing on television, but here's the twist. When one radio station aired this bit, it led to a Supreme Court case. The court ruled that the government did indeed have the right to censor indecent programming over public airwaves. Carlin became a free speech martyr, and those 7 words, let's just say they're still very hotly contested. And since the 1970s, Carlin was untouchable. He was a fixture on HBO, releasing 14 comedy specials during the course of his career. His humor changed too. It became darker, more introspective, and much more skeptical about society. But he never lost that marvelous quick wit that made him so beloved. And don't forget his acting career. He played Rufus in and even voiced Fillmore in. Who knew George Carlin was such a family man? In his later life, Carlin never gave an inch. He wrote several books, including, and which were packed with his signature humor and social commentary. His final HBO special was recorded in 2008, just a few months before his passing. Even in his 70s, Carlin was as sharp-tongued and unyielding as ever. George Carlin died on June 22, 2008, at 71. But his legacy? It's timeless. He won a number of Grammy Awards, was posthumously honored with the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, and paved the way for generations of comedians. Carlin was a comedian, to be sure, but he was also a philosopher, a social commentator, and an advocate for free speech. He made us laugh, but he also made us think. And that's why, even today, his work remains as pertinent as ever. So, what's your favorite George Carlin joke or quote? Share it with us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'd never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay curious, stay kind, and keep laughing. See you next time.